It's been quite some while coming, true. And now that the new 573 bhp 9-speed Honda NSX has arrived, it does so laden with technology that may or may not help it take on the world. But right here, it must take on two of the very best supercars money can buy. The latest Porsche 911 Turbo in non-S guise and Audi's brilliant new R8 V10 Plus. The Honda costs the most at 143 grand, but it's also the heaviest at 1725 kilograms. All three come with regular high-performance rubber rather than full-blown track day tyres, and all are four-wheel drive. But which is quickest around our track at Landau? NSX first? Let's find out.
This is pretty exciting, I have to admit. First laps in the NSX in the UK. It's been a long time coming as the NSX. But now, finally, it's here. Before I set a lap time in it, what has it got? Okay, you've got a 3.5 litre V6 twin-turbo normal engine at the back. You've got a couple of electric motors at the front. You've got another electric motor in the centre, which combined up the horsepower. Well, the horsepower, the total horsepower, including the conventional engine and the electric engine, is 573 bhp, but it does unfortunately weigh rather a lot, the NSX. With me in it, it's over 1800 kilograms. That's an awful lot for a brand new supercar that's made of all sorts of exotic materials. I kind of think it's too much, and you do wonder whether it would be better, and obviously it would weigh less with a few less gubbins in it, but you know. The positives are, it looks the business, it sounds pretty good, it revs to nearly 8,000, it has a 9-speed dual clutch gearbox, and on this warm-up lap it feels pretty flipping good to me. There's one thing that I'm not so sure about, and that's the front end washing out, but okay, let's try a lap. Let's really lean on it. Whoa. It does go in a straight line, this thing. It really does go in a straight line. Downshifts very nicely too. I've got absolutely everything switched off. So there is just a little touch of oversteer if you get on the throttle too soon. Like, oh no, that's nice. That's nice. The trouble is through this corner, just got to wait for the front end to hook up, which it never quite does, unfortunately. Very good on the brakes into the chicane, but again I've got that understeer. You can quell it like that with a little bit of oversteer, which doesn't look that quick. There's the lap now. Wow, that's pretty fast actually. 43.7 seconds. That is a pretty quick lap time, I have to admit. It's quicker than I thought it was going to go. If it had just a little bit less understeer, it would be borderline magnificent, this thing. Gosh, I mean, it just feels so efficient, and you know, it covers the ground quickly. Right, that's the benchmark, 43.7. Let's see what the other two can do.
So the NSX is extremely fast, no question, with a time of 43.73 seconds. But is that enough to keep the R8 and 911 at bay? Audi next then.
So R8 next, like the NSX, it's mid-engined. Unlike the NSX, it has a delicious atmospheric 5.2 litre V10 engine back there making that noise. And Ruth tried to overtake me then. It almost doesn't matter what else the R8 does. The fact that it makes that noise when you put your foot down and the response is that instant is brilliant. The rest of it's pretty good though. I'm not sure about the steering, said that before. We've actually timed this car around here before, but lap time starts there. Wow, lovely brakes, lovely brakes. It's very good over those curbs as well. Really don't like the steering on this car, but hangs on in there pretty well. It just revs. Whoa. Revs out so much. You don't short shift in the Audi. Crikey, it feels really fast down that back straight. Gosh, it feels quite lively, this car actually. I'm having to manage the throttle in order not to have great gobs of oversteer. Lap finishes there. Yeah. It's quicker than the NSX by the enormous margin of 1/10 of a second. It feels faster than that. Shows you how clinical and effective and efficient the NSX is, because it doesn't feel anything like as quick as this. But the NSX just kind of murders the tarmac and gets on with it very, very kind of quietly and efficiently compared with the Audi. The Audi feels a bit wild after the Honda actually, but it is 1/10 quicker. So, final question to be answered is, can the 911 beat them both? It is the one to beat, the 911 Turbo. It's not the Turbo S, as we know, it's the regular old 911 Turbo, but don't be under no illusion, this thing is still a complete weapon. To me, it feels every bit as quick as a Turbo S in a straight line. And the figures that we've taken on it kind of underline that. 270 to 60 we've timed this car at, even though it's got a mere 532 bhp and 710 newton meters of torque on overboost. Right, tyres are warm, lap starts now. Crikey, it feels absolutely insanely fast, this thing. Fabulous brakes, as all Porsches always do. Nice and neat through there. I've got everything turned off because you need everything turned off. Oh man, the traction this thing's got is just unbelievable. I know that doesn't look quick, but it is. It's the best way to get rid of that tiny little bit of understeer that is in every 911. Oh my word, it's a bit of an animal. It moves around at the back quite a lot more than the S, but fudge, that is a fast time. 43.3 seconds. 4, 5, 6, says 4 and a bit tenths quicker than the NSX. Which doesn't sound very much, but it is quite a lot around such a short lap. And I'm afraid to say, from Honda fans, it feels it. This thing feels rabid down the straights. It's a bit wild in the corners because there's more movement at the back than either of the mid-engine cars, but, well, the lap time says it all.
The 911 wins again, with a scorching time of 43.34 seconds. But to be honest, we were impressed that the new NSX got so close to it, given how much more it weighs and just how fast the 911 always is. Good contest then, one from which the NSX emerges with its pride very much intact. Click on the video windows to watch another track battle at this same circuit between the McLaren 570S, the 911 Turbo S and Audi's R8 V10 Plus, or watch a first drive of the 2017 model year Nissan GT-R. Click on the play icon to watch our latest video, or on our logo to subscribe.